Okay, in this video, I'm going to do a quick recap on the various different positions and different names of items in the ergo. Then I'm going to move on to go in a bit more detail about the technique that you need to use for each portion of your body and why we do that. And then I want to go just talk a little bit about how we maintain a rhythm so that you get a nice steady rate when you're hitting rate 20. So this is the slide. You sat on the seat. Make sure you sat on the front of the seat so that you've got good control of it as you're going up and down the slide. Make sure that you're going easily up and down the slide. Feet into the foot plate. Make sure that your feet are low enough that you can come quite easily forward and have your shins vertical, and that you're able to reach the handle and reach forward. And make sure you can go all the way back to back stops without bouncing off here. So this is back stops when you finish the stroke, and front stops when you're taking the catch, ready to get going again. So when we're coming forward to the catch or front stops, we'll come forward. Now at this point you want your shins vertical. If you go past vertical, then you're in a very weak position and you're going to have to use your back at that point to start the stroke, which is going to weaken your position and mean that you overall are going to have a slower stroke. So you come forward, just the shins vertical. As you're at shins vertical, you'll see that you're on your toes. So you don't want to stay on your toes the whole way, like that, because that means that you're relying a lot on your calf and you can't put all of your thighs into there and your hips and your abductors. So you'll come forward, take the stroke, and then as you're going backwards, roll down, so then you're no longer pushing on your feet, on your toes, you're pushing on your heels. So with this, you want to be all the way forward, straight back, straight shoulders, and straight arms. So that the idea is that the pressure from your feet will be transmitted completely through the handles. So if you've got bent arms or bent back, these are the muscles that will control how much power you can put into the flywheel to determine how fast you're going. So if you've got straight arms, then you're just relying on your joints and all the pressure from your feet can come up straight through the handle. So we'll come in, we'll push on the toes, onto the heels, and then as you're coming through, you want to hold your body still, so it's just legs first, all the way until they're flat. As your hands get to about above your knees, you want to open up your back. So you're pushing down, and you will feel it in your thighs, but you want to be feeling it in your bum, basically. So as you're pushing along, you want to feel the flex here. You will flex here as well, but if you're doing a big long piece on the ergo, where you start to feel the strain is in your bum. And we do legs until your hands are above your knees. And at this point, you want to open up your back. You don't want to do it any earlier, because then you don't have the back to give later on. So a common mistake is to sit up tall and then push, which means you've already used your back early on, which will give you a slow stroke overall. But if you do legs, then body, it will give you almost a double peak, but it will extend the peak pressure that you've got so that the flywheel will turn more and you'll get a faster stroke. So you push legs, then your body, then your arms. So if you bend here, you're completely restricted by how much you can hold onto your bicep, which is much weaker than your thighs will be. So that's why we try and stick with this sequence of legs, body, then arms. Everything comes in with your legs. These are the strong part. This is the big drive on the wheel. This is what's going to get you going faster. Then you open up with your back, and that will continue your stroke, which will mean that you'll stay faster for longer. And exactly the same with the arms. You come into your bottom of your rib and keep them going. So it is essentially an oval. So you come forward to front stops, take the catch, legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs, legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. So you want to come from about 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock with your body. I am over exaggerating it just to show you that you want to throw your body in with it. and there's not a lot on the arms. You just want to keep that moving, so it keeps the wheel moving, and then you can pop your arms around. So if you bring it here, there's a purpose to it in the boat, but it doesn't make anything go faster on the ergo. So you want to pop your arms around, and then you're straight back in, and you want to come down the slide in a nice controlled manner, so that this is called a recovery, and it gives you time to recover so that you can push really hard on the next stroke. So you come to front stops, legs, body, arms, and then arms, body, legs. As I said on the previous video, you want to look exactly the same in both directions. So when you push in here, you want to aim to get your bum going backwards, but you want it to stay connected with the handle. So if you push out like that, the handle hasn't moved, and you'll be putting lots of pressure down because you'll be wrenching with your body, but it won't make the machine go quickly. So you want to, everything is connected together. You keep your body and your arms still. And that will also work with, if you open up here, if it's too early, then you'll get a little bit of movement, but it's not building on anything. So then your legs are already, their capacity's not been fully transmitted through. So it's legs, body, arms, arms, body, legs. And make sure you keep it moving at the back. I'll talk a little bit about the rhythm. This is very good for transporting it across to a boat, but it's a good technique to have if you're just using this for like a high rocks race. You want to have a big drive and a nice, easy recovery. So it gives you time to keep your heart rate down, but use all your legs and all your body so that the flywheel will turn really quickly, and that'll give you the big numbers on the screen, but then you can maintain that for quite a period of time without blowing yourself to pieces. So the best way to do that is to go banana split. That means 3 up one slide, and then so it's banana, 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 split, banana, 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 split, banana, 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 split, which means that you are keeping the boat moving, you're keeping everything together, but you've got all the time to push really hard with your legs and the rest of your posterior chain, which will give you a quick ergo.